Hello, my Jason. Welcome to my manga review for volume 12 of Twin Star Exorcists. And so this volume came out last week, and so I'll be reviewing it. Basically, to sum it up, it's basically just covering the beginnings of the Hadare Castle games, and it ends with Rokuro sort of just getting the battle started before we get to the real nitty-gritty of the battle to come against Kankuro. But overall, a pretty good volume here this time around. We have, again, the beginning of the Hadare Castle games, and, some disappointing things about the aspects of this tournament. Obviously, shonen tournament arcs are usually the highlights of most shonen anime. There are some rare exceptions here and there, but of course, the dark tournaments with Yu Hakusho. We had the tournaments in My Hero Academia, and we had so many other tournaments. Hunter x Hunter has a tournament arc as well. Dragon Ball Z, of course, with the World Tournament arcs that come about in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. And so, obviously, the tournament arcs are very pivotal towards the shonen medium. And, no exception here for Twin Star Exorcists. We get to see more of the 12 Guardians in action, along with some other storylines as well, especially for Mayura. I really like the development of Mayura in this set of chapters here, and very interesting complications as well with Subaru, the teacher of Benio, and there are some implications going on there. But to start off this review here, again, beginning of the Hadare Castle game starts off with Zeze Miku in action. We get to see a little bit of Shizuru's backstory as well, who's inspired by her father. Some regressive stuff, but the whole you're doing well just for a girl. That's what Rokuro tells her, and Shizuru just goes tsundere on Rokuro because later panels reveal that she has some sort of crush on Rokuro, and both 12 Guardians and Zeze Miku in her first battle, she pulls through, and then later on, Shizuru, she falls to Sara Sakura against Iroroi Shizuru, and they hint a bit of what we saw in episode 34, the anime of Miku and Sakura's sort of bond and relationship towards each other. Their very close bond that they share. They hinted at it a little bit, they didn't really go much into detail as episode 34 does. And then we move on to Mayura, probably the best moments here from this volume here. Mayura's sort of battle against Subaru. Subaru, of course, we've seen her in the anime using her sort of gun magic type of thing. It's very much more explosive here in this in the manga, and we have Mayura sort of playing the very overconfident, but also caring as well. She wants Subaru to use her enchanted gear because when I get serious, I don't want to kill you. We have Jinya in the sidelines as well. Very supportive of Mayura. I really like the support that Mayura is getting very quickly towards her clan, taking over for her father. And by the end of it, Mayura she falls short in the end, despite using similar skills that her father used with Byako, but she does fall short. But Subaru is very impressed by Mayura, her grit, her determination, her potential as well. She decides to take on Mayura as a disciple, and we see her inner thoughts saying that, hey, this could be the one to take out her. Who could this child be that Subaru is speaking of? Maybe Benio, perhaps. Maybe Benio is seen as Subaru as some sort of traitor type. She wants some sort of revenge against Benio, and so Mayura versus Benio could come up very much later on as we sort of develop these characters even more as the story progresses. But that's something to look out for Subaru's sort of motivations to take out her former students, and Benio with her new students in Mayura. And as I mentioned before, Jinya, he is very supportive of Mayura. We see that in his own battle when he is taking on a member of the Zeze house, and he sees a lot of similarities from Mayura towards Sagan, a man he sort of respects a lot, and so he shares that respect toward Mayura. Mayura, after recovered by Yuzuru, after her very hard-fought battle, she cheers on Jinya, and Jinya eventually wins out in his tournament. And so I'll probably just talk about this here. The disappointing part of the Hadare Castle games is that there are two divisions, a men's division and a women's division, and I kind of understand that, just have more competitors out there, but it's disappointing because, just more of the sort of aggressive gender politics, why not have, the men and the women fight each other? I don't know why that is. There isn't really any characters questioning that or sort of, asking why that is. It's just sort of accepted between everyone in this universe here. As many other tournament arcs that I mentioned before, there's really that sort of dynamic there, separating these two brackets. And so that's pretty disappointing. We don't get to see Mayura versus Rokuro, that potential battle, or Mayura against one of the other male 12 guardians like Shimon, perhaps. That would be an interesting battle to watch, Shimon versus Mayura. And, that's disappointing there. But, it does leave room to have these sort of role model characters like Subaru to be a role model character towards Mayura, and, some other battles to come as well that we probably wouldn't get if this was a sort of mixed gendered battle, perhaps. I mean, that's their justification, but still a little disappointing for that little detail there. And finally, this volume closes out with Rokuro versus Kankuro. They make a deal at the beginning of the battle. If Kankuro wins, then Rokuro must join the Mitosaka house, and if Rokuro wins, then Kankuro must join the Enmado house. And it's a lot at stake here. Rokuro trying to avoid Kankuro's stretchy arms. Kankuro, he claims to go all out first by Rokuro with the help of Uji Genbu. He basically tells Rokuro that he wants to see Kankuro to go all out for the first time, get serious, and that's what Rokuro is trying to do, as we have flashbacks to Rokuro in his Shikigami training, and we had the appearance of Ohagi Man back. This was shown in another volume before, but it's mostly shown in the anime for a lot of Ohagi Man, and so Rokuro's Shikigami is Ohagi Man, sort of honoring Benio in that sort of way there, and everyone's all freaked out. It's like, what is this thing? It's not, you're very unconventional Shikigami, but still, it depends on how you use it, and he uses it, sort of has Ohagi Man burn in order to create another arm for himself, and so Rokuro goes all out into trying to get Kankuro to try his best, try his hardest, get serious, and brings up his past as Dr. Kanchan. What does that mean? We'll definitely find that out in volume 13, but still a nice start to this battle here, where Rokuro, pulling out more moves, more of his arsenal here that he could potentially use in the future, but definitely here he is developing himself as a more stronger exorcist rather than just relying on his old tactics from before, and really relying on himself rather than just using the resonance techniques he's used with Benio. And so, like I said before, a very good volume here for Twin Star Exorcists. So I'm going to give this volume here a B- rating. So the great parts was continued development for the Mayuri character. Really like that stuff there. There's some fan servicey moments with her, with Subaru feeling up her boobs and telling her to relax a little bit. You're so tense. So you're shonen fan service fare there, and so kind of. What your opinion of fan service is your own opinion, but that's just sort of there. Here, Ohagi Man makes an appearance. That was really cool to see that Rokuro Shikigami training turned into Ohagi Man, and Ohagi Man really effective use here for Rokuro. So the bad things I didn't like I said before, the aggressive sort of gender dynamics we see here with more of Rokuro. So he's kind of looking down on Shizuru, whether he means to or not. He's very innocent in that sort of way, so we can't really blame Rokuro, but still it's just sort of a bigger thing as well with the whole men's division and women's division here. It would be really cool if they were intergender fighting, but we sadly didn't get that stuff there. Some of the important battles could have used more time. Just like the Rokuro's battle is getting a ton of time. Obviously, he's the protagonist, but still, Mayura is sort of a close protagonist. One of the main supporting characters, and so I would have liked to see her battle sort of drag out a little bit more. But I guess since there's like a 15-minute time limit, it kind of makes sense why I can't drag out the battles too long. But what's their excuse for a protagonist other than the fact that he is our shonen protagonist? But still, I would have liked to see some battles sort of play out a little bit more. We had, the futures of the sort of exorcist worlds with the heads, at least the potential future heads of the Iroi house and Shimon's brother with the Ikaruga house, and it's pretty cool seeing Chiko in some little small panels cheering on her big brother, and also cheering on Rokuro, as well as a little small panel there. So I like the little detail they put in there, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how they develop, more of these 12 Guardian characters even more, getting the little backstories here and there, whether it be, extensive like we're getting with Conqueror, or just some little things we're getting with Subaru, and also Zeze and Sakura as well. And so what are your thoughts on this volume of Twin Star Exorcists? Put your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also make sure to like, share, and subscribe as well. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post videos on this channel. Thank you for watching my manga review for volume 12 of Twin Star Exorcists. Hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.